Okay, welcome back to Organic Femininity with yours truly, Dahlia. And today we're going to be talking about one key reason that your past relationships may have failed. Okay, so one of the biggest things is that you keep working on all the relationships exterior of yourself. Okay, opposed to working on the relationship you have with self. Very, very important. So you have to remember, my sisters, that you are and you were the common denominator in all your past relationships. So that means there's something within self that you have to reflect on. It takes two hands to clap. So I'm not saying that you solely are at fault for the breakdown of any relationship you may have had in the past. But I am saying that in some way, shape, or form, you are a contributor. Now, I've had many women actually say, oh, well, that's not true. And what if he cheated? What if he did this and I didn't cheat? Again, you are the common denominator within those past relationships. And there's a sign there that says that there are certain things that you may have overlooked. Okay, there are always signs. There's always something that sometimes we just don't see, sometimes we don't want to see, and sometimes we make excuses for. But one of the biggest things is the way in which you show love to yourself. And do you speak loving words of affirmation into yourself? How do you show self-love so that you know how to receive love and what forms of love you're going to receive within a relationship? Okay, so when you're at a point within your life and within yourself that you feel and you know that you are deserving of a certain caliber of treatment within a relationship, you will not settle for less than. You will not settle for less than, but you have to have that love within self. You have to know, first and foremost, what are your non-negotiables? What are the things you absolutely will not accept or tolerate within a relationship? And when you're aware of those, you need to stand firm and recognize that if you notice that something has come up in your relationship and it's one of your non-negotiables, you must address it. If you choose not to address it for whatever reason, that's something where you need to assess within yourself, well, why did you not address that issue? Do you feel like there's something to lose? Do you feel like you'll be ruffling feathers? You don't want to make things worse? No, you are deserving of a certain caliber of treatment within a relationship. And when you do not receive that, basics, respect, trust, honesty, you must do something about that. And I find that often, many women are failing at this in the sense of just not taking action on the things that require your attention. Okay, so I always say, take an honest look. Take a true, holistic, honest, raw look at yourself and assess some of the toxic tendencies that you may have within. Okay, you've got to get to the root of the issue. The root of what has caused some of the toxicity within you. Do you have unresolved issues? Do you have traumas from childhood? Traumas from other past relationships that you never resolved with that person nor within yourself, and you have then been carrying that baggage, as we call it, with you throughout the course of your life into other relationships that you have. And whether that be a even romantic relationship, sometimes the toxicity that dwells within a person can be carried out in friendships, in business partnerships, at work. So these are things that can affect you in different areas of your life and within different relationships in your life. So it's something you have to pay attention to. And within everyone, there is some level of toxicity. There's something that needs to be addressed that can be worked on. And oftentimes the time is not taken to actually delve deep and look within to work on those issues. Okay, you can't solely focus on what the other person is doing and constantly pointing a finger, external of self to someone else and saying, well, had they done this, had they done that, X, Y, and Z, then the relationship would have been great. You also have to reflect on, well, had you said something, had you done something, the relationship also could have been different. And if you did say something and you did take steps to create repair or peace within the relationship, and it proved to almost feel as though it wasn't enough, there wasn't enough change happening for that relationship to sustain and be something that was fruitful and positive, well then, did you exit? Did you leave that relationship, or did you stay hoping for better but not receiving it? Okay, when you make a choice and a decision to stay within a relationship that is not working, stay within a relationship that is failing or that is toxic, you've made a choice. And when someone shows you who they are, you must believe it. Stop making excuses for people that are not making excuses for themselves, and exit relationships that no longer suit you. Okay? Anything that is bringing you down and you feel negative and you're always upset or you're sad or you're constantly questioning, wondering, worrying, sister, it is time to make a departure and leave. Okay? Leave, because why? You are deserving of more. You are worthy of more. Okay? So another thing that I'm going to mention is often, many times, there's this list. A lot of ladies, you know what I'm talking about. This list that a man needs to fit. He's got to have, a six-figure job. He has to have everything together. He's got to have his house, his car. He's got to everything, run his own business, whatever it might be. Everyone's list might look a little bit different. But you're so, the word's not coming to me, forgive me, but you're almost so attached to this list in a way that's actually unhealthy. And there's no wavering, there's no wiggling. But my sisters, do you meet the mark for that list? Can you fulfill the same requirements that you are saying are mandatory for your life that you have written on that list? Because I assure you, the man that meets every check or most of the checkpoints on your list is looking for a woman of also a certain caliber. So I find that sometimes our expectations can be quite high as it pertains to the other person, yet quite low as it pertains to self. You need to meet the mark. You need to rise to the occasion. If you are looking for a man that is up here, sister, you can't be down here. You've got to come with more. Because a man that is about something and is doing big things in life, he needs a partner, a counterpart that will be equal in that regard, that ambition, that drive, that level of support. He needs that. So this is where I say, the biggest issues, and I hope this hasn't gotten kind of muddled, with me going on, but the biggest issue is tapping into self, creating and forming a beautiful relationship within yourself to where you know that you are worthy and you know that you are deserving, speaking love into yourself, words of affirmation, okay? Speaking into yourself the things that you needed to hear that maybe no one ever told you. The things you wished you heard and you believed to be true, but you questioned because, again, maybe no one ever told you, showed you, or made you feel that you were worthy. Well, listen to me, you are worthy. Greetings, queens. My apologies for this video. I did not realize that my camera had cut out on me prior to actually finishing the video, so I just wanted to do a proper ending and continue where I left off. So what I was saying is that you can't expect for someone to come into your life and to entirely fill your cup it's more important that you enter a relationship when you are whole. It's best that you work on the broken pieces within yourself. You know, it's imperative that we actually take the time and acknowledge that we're not perfect individuals. You know, and there are some toxic aspects of our being that does need work and attention, right? So it's more important that you actually work on those aspects of yourself. Because why? What you're going to end up with is you are going to be a vessel that is whole, that is happy, that is healthy, and that is ready for the man that you desire and that you deserve. Okay, so with that, I won't continue this video any longer. You'll probably see this outfit in another one. But you know, just kind of let that marinate on your mind and do real self-assessments and do the work that's needed, because again, you are deserving and you are worth the love that you desire. All right, Queens, so comment below. Let me know what you thought about this, and if there's anything that you can truly relate to, or any of these key factors that maybe you recognize within self were some contributors to why your relationships in the past didn't maybe manifest and flourish into what you desired. Or maybe you exited a relationship because you recognized that it was not the relationship that you deserved, and you took the leap and you chose to leave. So let me know in the comments below, and until next time, Queens, be happy, be whole, be feminine, be sassy, and be you.